Hey, come on, move it. You want? I like this seat. I like it better. Oh, this is nice.
All right, guys, so that is Dana White showing us how you're supposed to interact with Mike Tyson on an airplane, right? If Mike Tyson says, you know, get up out of my seat, right, then you do it. If Mike Tyson says, leave him alone, I don't want to talk right now, then you don't talk to him and you leave him alone. Because at one point in time, the guy was known as the baddest man on the planet, and he is not a guy that you want to piss off. But it seems that one overly excited and drunk fan didn't really understand that, as there's a video that went viral of this fan getting his butt kicked, getting pummeled by Mike Tyson on an airplane after the guy allegedly harassed Mike Tyson to the point that Mike Tyson decided to beat him up with his lethal weapons, aka his fist, right? And I want to talk about this again because this is something that is going viral, and allegedly Mike Tyson could be facing some serious criminal charges for this attack. But before I get in this, I have to give you guys a backstory as to kind of what happened here, what's going on, and then I'm going to play the video for you guys to see what happened. So apparently Mike Tyson was boarding an airplane from San Francisco to Florida. Now, he was leaving a 420 event out in San Francisco to attend a weed conference out in Florida. Now, Mike Tyson is a marijuana industry entrepreneur, and that is why he's so involved in this stuff. I mean, that's basically how he spends most of his time nowadays, is promoting his weed brand, Tyson 2.0. Okay, so apparently Mike Tyson was, you know, boarding this airplane, and this guy, you know, was excited to see him. Okay, and apparently Mike Tyson even took a picture, a selfie with the guy at one point. But for whatever reason, this guy would not stop talking to Mike, right? He wouldn't stop harassing Mike. And the harassment got so bad to, at one point, the fan, allegedly threw a water bottle at Mike Tyson. And that was the tipping point for Iron Mike. And he got up and started beating the guy up, okay, to the point where his face was bloody. So I'm going to play that video. Now, you guys know it's YouTube, so I can't play the part where Mike is actually really beating the guy up. But, you know, we can play the part in which you guys can clearly see the before and after in regards to what happened. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and play the clip. Take a look.
This is George talking to Mike Tyson, bro. This shit crazy, bro. Mike Tyson. My dog done got lit, man. He over here rapping with Tyson. Mike Tyson trying to give us some shrooms. You don't know how to act. Tyson looking out, man. This shit crazy as fuck.
You should have never gave you his money.
Peasants. They're peasants. That's what mine.
JetBlue, mid flight. My boy just got beat up by Mike Tyson. Turn that way. Yeah, he got fucked up. Just trying to ask for an autograph, man.
Hey, Mike, come on. Let's go stop back. Let's lose the horse, man.
Yeah, so that guy got a Darwin Award, okay? That's what I call it. A Darwin Award, because that is evolution by natural selection in a nutshell, okay? I don't know who in their right minds would want to provoke somebody like Mike Tyson. And I'm going to tell you, man, I think that this guy probably did a whole lot in order for it to get to that point, because the dude, again, allegedly got back from a 420 conference, okay, in San Francisco. So he probably was pretty high, right? He was probably mellowed out, chilling, trying to listen to some music or something, right? Trying to just zone out, not trying to really harm anybody, not trying to do anything. And, you know, you got this annoying fan who is, you know, constantly harassing him, okay? I mean, allegedly he already gave the guy an autograph, but he just keeps going on because the guy is drunk. And at some point, you know, you just have enough of it. You know, and after somebody throws a water bottle at you, which technically is attacking you, at that point, I feel like Mike Tyson was acting in self-defense, right? Now, again, if you guys have ever seen a Mike Tyson highlight/knockout video, I mean, it was one of my favorite things to watch growing up, okay? I always was impressed with Mike Tyson from a physical standpoint in terms of just, how intimidating the guy was. And I watched a whole lot of his knockout videos for fun, okay? For fun, because it's truly entertaining stuff. That is one guy, again, I would never, ever, ever want to fight, okay? I mean, I'm going to tell you, they always ask the question of, would you take a certain amount of money, let's say $1 million, to get in the ring with Mike Tyson? I probably would just pass, right? I think I would pass because really, it could be a life or death situation at that point. Because even for somebody that's trained, that's a life or death situation. Now, for somebody that's not trained, some dude on the street, yeah, it's definitely a life or death situation. You could get killed, okay? Because this man's hands are literally lethal weapons. So I don't know why somebody in their right mind would pick a fight with Mike Tyson. But again, this kind of makes sense because this guy allegedly wasn't in his right mind and apparently has a history of making bad decisions, as the guy is a felon with a long rap sheet, okay? So yeah, I'm not surprised that he made a really bad decision of trying to harass Mike Tyson. Now, apparently, police were called to the scene after this event, and both Mike Tyson and the guy were questioned. However, the victim was not cooperating with police, and they both were released. Now, apparently he's not pressing criminal charges against Mike Tyson. So, with that being said, this is social media's reaction to what happened, as most people are saying that the guy got what he deserved, okay, for the most part, right? That's the Dana White video I showed you guys. People are supporting Mike Tyson. Jim Norton says, Mike Tyson handled an unruly passenger on a plane the way every unruly passenger should be handled on the plane. You know what's funny about this? Is how these flight attendants, they're so gun-ho about masks, okay, when people were required to wear masks on planes, okay, and you had people getting thrown off of planes for wearing a mask below their nose. I wonder why they weren't so quick to stop this guy from harassing Mike Tyson, right? I find that funny. Ice-T weighed in, he said, Mike Tyson punched somebody who was effing with him. The problem is nowadays, MFers think they won't get punched in the face. Facts. Wale says, why would anyone provoke Mike Tyson? James Vick says, run up, get done up. Dude got exactly what he deserved. Josh L. Barrett, just a light thrashing for being an absolutely disrespectful and annoying prick. Tyson could have really hurt him bad if he had intended to. But hopefully this guy will rethink how he acts to others and in public. In my opinion, this is the simplest and best outcome. Act right. Play stupid games, get stupid prizes. Yeah, I agree with this. I agree with this. But, apparently this could cause Mike Tyson some issues, right? As, again, the victim, refused to cooperate and he's not pressing charges. But according to a attorney that spoke with Fox News Digital, he could still be facing some issues or some serious repercussions for being involved in this incident. At least according to this attorney that spoke with Fox News, right? And he goes by the name of Andrew Stoltman. So let's actually read here. Tyson's rep confirmed to TMZ Sports that the man not only was harassing the boxer, but also threw a water bottle at him before the incident. But according to Chicago-based attorney Andrew Stoltman, Tyson could face serious repercussions. Quote, historically, trained fighters, mixed martial artists, are usually held by both police and judges to a higher standard, in large part because it goes to intent, he told Fox News Digital on Thursday. Well, I can tell you one thing. He didn't have the intent of actually killing the guy, okay? Because if he wanted to, he definitely could have, right? I think he had the intent of basically teaching the guy a little lesson and keeping it moving, right? Just rough him up a little bit, give him some love taps, okay? Mike Tyson love taps, which probably very painful. Quote, a trained fighter realizes they have the ability to inflict extensive damage than a layperson, and a typical defense in these sort of claims are self-defense, right? Tyson was defending himself from this gentleman. Well, when you're a former heavyweight boxing champion of the world, that defense is almost completely eviscerated. Stoltman explained that unless the man did or said something egregious to promote the attack, Tyson is facing an uphill climb, and there are likely going to be felony battery charges filed against him. Now, allegedly, again, the guy said he's not pressing any criminal charges. Now, that doesn't mean that the police still can't do it, but the police have already released Tyson, okay, after questioning him, and apparently they're aware of the video. So I'm not necessarily sure if they can change their mind or they're going to follow up or whatever, but again, according to this guy, there could be some serious repercussions. Because the incident took place on a plane, Tyson potentially could be prohibited from flying, Stoltman added. Quote, where it happened is really important for a couple of reasons. First off, it's clear that San Francisco still has jurisdiction over him, but Tyson could also be banned or prohibited from flying as well because the FAA is cracking down heavily on unruly passengers, and Mike Tyson beating someone up on a plane is about as unruly as it gets. Stallman said if no criminal charges are filed, he would be shocked if the man involved didn't file a civil lawsuit. Yeah, he could try to get some money out of this. We still have to hear what the eyewitnesses have to say. He said Tyson's rep could not be immediately reached by Fox News for comment. So, with that being said, again, this guy is saying that, Mike Tyson could be prohibited from flying. He could face civil charges or criminal charges for battery because he beat the guy up on a plane. There could be multiple issues that Mike Tyson could be facing. But I think that Mike Tyson is going to get the Will Smith treatment here, okay? Because, one, he's a celebrity. And two, I think everybody kind of agrees, unlike the Will Smith situation, that what he did was justified, okay? If what happened the way they say it happened, the guy threw a water bottle at him, he was harassing the guy. I mean, at some point, what can you do, right? At some point, you got to defend yourself. I think he was acting in self-defense, even if his hands are lethal weapons. He did not actually use the full lethality of those hands, okay? Because he definitely could have killed the guy if he wanted to kill him. But he didn't, right? He was restrained. The guy was just high, and he wanted to get on his plane so he could actually get to another weed conference where he can make some money. And the fan, unfortunately, was drunk and ended up making a very bad life choice. Who knows? Maybe this butt whooping will help him turn his life around, okay? To realize the error of his ways. Sometimes that's all you need in life to turn it around. Just a good old-fashioned butt whooping. He's lucky to still be alive. So with that being said, I don't think that Mike Tyson is really going to face any real issues here. I think most people are going to see that he's in the right? But who knows? We'll see. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.